Hey guys! Alright, so I'm starting my Demogorgon mask, and I started off with these little pipe cleaners. They were very flimsy, but so if I were you, I would get a strong wire, flexible wire to use, but this is what I had, so I tried to work with what I had. I just covered it with masking tape and did that 4 more times. I then took liquid latex and flour and mixed it together to make the liquid latex paste, and then I applied it to all 5 of the mouthpieces, making sure to smooth it out with the liquid latex by itself. I did that to all 5 of the mouthpieces and moved on to making the teeth. I used Warbler because it's what I had at home, but you can buy something that's already white and you can mold into teeth. So I heated it up with a heat gun and cut it into triangles, molded it into a tooth shape, and placed it onto the mouthpieces. After I was done with all of the mouthpieces, I started to tape them to my face cast. So as you can see here, the teeth and the latex paste weighed it down, so they were flimsy. So what I did to keep them up was take one of those pipe cleaners and connect each piece and taped it with the masking tape to keep it up in shape. I then took some clay and put it right where my eyes and nose would be so that I can poke holes in later to see and also to breathe. So the next step was to place the latex paste in the center and move it up onto each mouthpiece so that they all connect and they're one cohesive piece. I then started to lay down the teeth in a circular pattern. Make sure you place the teeth on the latex paste when it is still wet, otherwise it will not stick. I then continued to place the paste on the outside of each mouthpiece and the mask that will be connecting to my face. I let that completely dry overnight and then started to prepare it for painting. I took Mod Podge and just placed it all around the piece, making sure to include each one of the teeth. Once that was dry, I started to paint. I started with the teeth and painted them all white, and then started with my red. So I based out the whole mask with red first, and then I started to create the depth, with the center being the darkest color, so I put black in the center, and then mixed red and black for around that to create a gradient and create that depth. The center is going to be the actual mouth of the Demogorgon, so we want that to be the darkest. And then I darkened the edges of the mouthpieces, leaving the center of the mouthpieces a light red. So when I was happy with the result, I started to powder the whole mask and separate it from my face cast. You have to make sure you powder it so it doesn't stick to itself. Then remove the clay pieces and poke holes so that you can see and breathe. And now it's time to do our body painting. Grab yourself a nice photo of a Demogorgon and start to outline the structure of his body. He basically has the same structure as a human muscle pattern, just a little bit different. So I went ahead and outlined everything, making sure to black out the back so that when I'm in front of a black background, you will not see that part of my body and it will look cool. It will make a cool illusion. Alright, so once I was done with that, I filled everything in with white, and I'm just using a water-based color here. DFX white. And I placed it on with a sponge, and I'm not too worried about it going out the lines because then we're going to fix it later. So then I started with my black shadow and just started to shade in all those muscle fibers. Did the same to the other side, and now I start my highlights. So I'm just outlining each muscle and putting a highlight on the center of the fibers and the center of the muscle to make it appear as if it is round or curved. Alright, so I did that to the other side, and now I'm starting with my black outline. I'm using a thin brush with my wolf black and just doing some thin outlines, bringing it in from the outside. So I did the same to the other side, and now I'm going in with another black shadow to deepen everything up just a little more. Okay, once I was happy with that, I felt like it needed a little bit more, like that red color. So I added a mixture of red and black, the same I did for the mask, and just laid it down on the edges of the muscles. As you can see, I am wearing a bald cap, but this one actually broke because my hair was poking out the back, and so I placed another one on right here, and then I put my latex on my face and put my mask on. And that was it. That's the final look. I hope you enjoyed it. Please subscribe so you can see all I create. Like this video and comment down below what you'd like to see next. Thank you. Bye.